Going again. All right. I am so excited for today's class. I'm so excited to see what everyone has finished, how everyone has done, and it looks like just about everyone is here. Yep, we're all here now. That's awesome. Okay. So when it's your turn, I will give you appropriate permissions. For now, let's take a look. So today is our last class of the year. We're going to be doing our showcase presentations. I have everybody's PowerPoints and everyone's Word. I'm trying to move this. See, I'm going the wrong direction. Okay, this is not doing what I want it to do. Okay, well, so fall semester showcase, I've got everyone's loaded. We'll go through, take 5 to 10 minutes for each person to kind of walk us through their presentations, tell us kind of what they were thinking, and so that we can see the final presentations. Questions, your final grade will be in this week. Remember that we drop a lowest grade in participation and in the daily assignment category. I can't do it in the fall showcase because there is only one grade. So that one doesn't get dropped, but the lowest grade in each of the other categories does get dropped. So I will take care of that, and final grades for the semester will be available this week. All right, so the last Bright Ideas Beacon is out for this year, and there is a link in the class page so that you can go and read it. Please take a few minutes, look through it, take the reader survey. They are really working hard on these releases, and so I want to encourage you to take a few minutes to go through and especially to do the readership survey. They're trying to get the most readership survey responses of the year this month. So let's all participate and try and give them some feedback so that they can continue to make this a really great issue. All right. Recording going. Okay. All right. So before I get started, actually, I think I'm going to wait till the end to do that. So as each person's name comes up, you can let me know if you would prefer that we look at the PowerPoint or the Word document first. I want to make sure that I have I'm going to bring these over because we're on a different screen. All right, so I know that Hattie is in the middle of a little bit of a vacation trip, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm so glad that you are able to be here today. So I'm going to let you go first. Do you have webcam, and do you want to be on webcam? Should I
Yeah, I can be in webcam if you want.
Perfect. 1 second. It is. Oh, that is frustrating. It keeps covering up. Okay, I'll pull this over. Do you want to start with the Word document, or do you want to start with the PowerPoint?
Yeah, the Word document is fine.
Okay, so you should have webcam permission, and now I see you. That was on a different one. Hello. I'm so glad that you were able to join us.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell us who your audience is. I'm going to actually bring this over because I want to be able to see you while you're talking. Okay. So tell us who your audience is, what your kind of plan was, and then let's go through the files that you turned in.
Okay. So my audience, I wanted for like students and parents who don't like haven't taken this class or is new to the academy, and I wanted them an opportunity to pick this type of elective because for me it was great, it was fun, it was easy, especially since other students might have harder classes. This is a fun class to be in, even though it's easy, but you still learn a lot.
Great.
And so I chose a few things like what you will be learning this semester, this fall semester, what we will be learning. So I chose Word Doc and PowerPoint and the options and the abilities in usage you can use for those. And I kind of skimmed down to like the bottom of like you get 2 breaks and when the course starts and what you teach like in the green black box with the green wording, you know.
Great. So I love the image that you used to make make a new background. Great visual interest there. You've got some really nice visual interest with the here.
I wanted to choose fall because fall project and that picture was really pretty.
Yes, it is a very pretty picture. I like how you kind of included some of the topics that we talked about, but you also said, you know, here's some other fun things that you're going to do as well. Anyone else have? Yes, I think it was a really great idea. So this is a one-page flyer is the way that she used Word for this, and it was just a quick attention getter to be able to kind of really just give people an idea of what to expect. So what would I do different? I would see. I've been watching MasterChef. I've been watching MasterChef Junior, right? So what would I do different? So the only thing that I would say whenever you're doing a flyer is how do they get more information, right? To have somewhere on here, if you want more information, go here or call this number or email this or however they would need to, if they were interested in finding out more about it, how much does it cost or how much, you know, just those sorts of things that whenever you look at something, you go, yeah, I want to do that. Then what? So that would be the only tip that I would give you. Your design elements are really great. Good job. All right, now let's take a look. It's not changing. You know what? It doesn't look like it's going to let me change as long as mine is still in presentation mode.
Yeah, and since you were talking about doing pictures as the background side, so I'm like, oh, I can do that instead of just having a blank Word doc.
Yes. Why is this not? Okay. Maybe I need to pull it out. It's not switching. Okay, maybe I need to reopen it.
Do you think it might have to do with that key thing?
I don't think so. Let me just try and reopen it. Let it be the first one here.
Oh, there it goes.
So it is, I do need to change one thing or it will take over my screen. Okay. So there we go.
It's gonna go super fast, probably.
Okay.
But that yeah, I will probably talk after this is done.
Okay. Good. Nice. Okay.
That was it.
Good, good, good. And it's so fun that we can see the animations and we can see the transitions between the slides. So this is something that I commented. Anytime you have text on a screen, make sure you do trial runs to go through and make sure that people have time to actually read everything that
Yeah.
is on the page before it automatically advances.
Yeah, I like totally did it long, but I guess that was not long enough because it was like 15-second wait and it's still not enough.
And it is really surprising how long it takes people to read things on the screen. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Very nice. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Good job.
Yeah, and then
Anybody else have questions? Or sorry, I'm going to bring you back up here so I can see you.
yeah, and then I used the same picture but black and white from the Word doc.
Yes. Oh, I see that. So you changed you to use the image editing. And you've
Yeah.
got some fall colors in here. Very nice. So do you feel more confident using the transitions and animations?
Oh,
And
yeah,
putting the
especially
designs?
the animations. I probably spent maybe 4 hours on this,
Yes.
just fixing the transitions and the text, and
It can
it was
really
long.
gobble up
It
a
was good.
lot of your time, but it's so fun. It is just so fun. And some of the things
Yeah.
that people can do are always just so amazing to me.
Yeah, I just
Right.
got hooked.
Good job. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
I'm going to go ahead and mute you again. Don't know how. That is not letting me. Okay, so that's good. All right, let me close this. I'm not going to make any changes. All right, Colt, you are up next. And it is just absolutely not cooperating. That's super frustrating. Oh, it changed. Yay. Okay, so unmute. Colt, are you there?
Hello?
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you want webcam?
I don't think I have a webcam. Not really. I don't think I do. No.
Okay, that's fine. So do we want to start with PowerPoint or the Word?
Could you go over Word first? Yeah.
I can. Give me,
Or the other one.
yep, pulling it over.
Really the main thing I thought of this was like just like a flyer you'd pick up off like a table just to like catch your interest, I guess. I mean, I don't want to like overdo information because you don't just want to ramble on and on. So I opened with just like a quick sentence and said, "This class can help." And went over a few things with some bullets, and I don't know, I didn't really want to like overdo it, I guess. I don't know.
Right, good. So a couple of things that I really love about this. I like your use of fonts, even though you have multiple fonts on a page, they all really look, they work well together. I really like the font that you used for the title. I think that that's just a nice eye-catching kind of font. Nice image and good bullet points.
I was kind of thinking like if I changed the text too much, maybe that'd look weird, but I thought that looked okay.
Live classes, walkthroughs, home assignments, expand your knowledge of computers. Good. It gives people an idea of exactly what it is. And I'll mention the same thing to you that I told Hattie. Now what do they do? Who do they contact if they want more information about the class?
That's what I thought when you said it. I was like, oh,
Yeah. I know. Well, that's exactly, and I purposefully leave these assignments really vague, right? Like I really want you, there's not a right or wrong way to do this. Everyone is going to approach it differently. And that's one of the things that I really love about it. I really get to kind of see the way people think and how they work. And it's a valuable exercise because we all have things that we're doing that we want to communicate to people about. And so having some real experience doing that is really beneficial. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to pull this over.
Well, this, yeah, I don't know.
All right. So we have opening slide here.
Yeah. Just went with the intro, I guess. Just what it would go over.
Okay. Yeah. So this one, I'm clicking to advance.
Yeah.
So it gives us as long as we need on each page. So that's good.
I didn't set a time.
Okay.
I mean, in the other slide, I just went over what I would be talking about, and I don't know. Chose a few subjects, and Word would go over, size, design, and text, and all that stuff. I don't know. I just opened with like a quick sentence and then throw some bullets in there, I guess.
Okay. Good bullet points.
Went over something that we talked about, just a quick slide. This was something else. Yeah, this is something else that we talked about.
Yes.
And mostly just a sentence and some bullets.
That's good. I mean, you have a good amount of information on each slide, and it really is giving people a sense of what they can expect if they take the course.
I didn't really want to go 5 sentences and then throw a lot of bullets in there because I just feel like that's way too much. Yeah, internet research. This wasn't a lot of stuff, but and PowerPoint. All right, awesome. So I would have liked to have seen some animations, some of the text or the bullet points or the images actually be animated. I've got transitions, but I didn't see any animations of the objects. Okay. So that's the point that I'll make, but I like the theme. Again, you have a really nice selection of fonts and really good images. The other thing that I'll encourage everyone to do, I'm going back through, is with the images, have some fun with the image editing options, right? I mean, make it an oval shaped image or change the border, or there are so many quick things that you can apply to images that can really make a big difference with a presentation. Very, very nice. Good job, Colt. Thank you so much. Yep, thanks. Ooh, okay. Change these. All right. Now, okay, Molly, do you want me to start with your Word document or your presentation? Oh, unmuted. There you go.
Okay. Word's fine. Hold on. Let's see here. Okay, let me try and get.
Just a second. I'm getting it. Okay. And do you want webcam or no?
Hold on here. Am I on webcam? Can you see
You
me?
are on webcam.
Okay. Good.
Let me bring it around so I can see you.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't realize that my stack of boxes was so high behind me. I'm gonna have to clear that out. Okay. So
Okay.
Molly, go ahead and thank you. Oh, I lost it. It keeps popping back over on the other screen. Don't like that. Okay. Oh, whenever I click on this, maybe. Yep, that's when it pops over there. Shoot. Okay. So Molly, go ahead and tell us what your goal was as you worked through this, what you were thinking.
I just kind of thought what would appeal to me, and then I thought just kind of a general overview of what we would learn each week, and then
Okay.
talk about it not in like a lot of depth, but just like a little bit of depth, so that like, yeah, I guess that's pretty
Okay.
much it.
So this is almost more of like a course syllabus than just a flyer, which is interesting too. So you've gone through and you took each week and you talked about some of the things and a really short summary of kind of what we talked about, and then added some images.
Yeah.
Very
I added
nice.
like 2 images per week, I think, so.
Okay.
And then that's inside a computer, and then what we talked about week 3. And then I would have like the week 3 we'll talk about, and then a summary of that, and then.
So I like that you use the different colors at the beginning of each week. You've got a nice clear font.
With that much text, I didn't want to like have an obnoxious text.
Right. All right. Troubleshooting. Nice summary of each of the weeks. Clearing the clutter, some restating.
And then I did the Kohl's thing.
That's a good reminder. Were you impressed by how much you had covered and how much you learned over the course of the?
Yeah, I was like, wow, I didn't realize I actually like learned this much in like 15 weeks.
Not this. That's good. Some jokes. So you basically have a page for each of the weeks, tables, templates. Wow, a lot of work you went into doing the images, picking the images and including them. So I'll mention too that whenever you're including images, using the image editor and having some fun shapes and is a quick and easy way to add some visual interest. Wow, great images. PowerPoint, I don't want to go. Yeah. Lot of effort put into this. Really nice. Good. Okay. Oh, 12 of 15. Okay, that's weird. Because, oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Nice job there. Okay, so I'm going to close this and I'm going to come over to, I don't know if it's going to let me switch. Yay, it did. Okay. So let me. Okay, so we've got applause. Wait. You're muted.
Okay, can you hear me?
There we go.
Okay. So apparently I did do one like sound and transition. Now I remember. Okay, we're good.
Okay, good.
It's one, but so.
Oh, evolution of technology with the smartphone image. Good. Okay, so you elaborated a little bit more and talked about just like one highlight
Yeah.
from each of the weeks and what's being covered. Okay, so you've got some nice image editing here with the border and the reflection. Yep, very good. Cloud
And
storage.
I tried to use word art for every like week.
Okay. Emphasis on netiquette. Good. So you've got lots of borders in here. Oh, good image choices.
And then I flipped this one on its like,
That was a scary computer.
and then I just added a table and added some color to the table for that one
Right?
because we talk about tables that week.
Yes. Man, great images and nice color choices.
And then I tried to have like an orange to match the PowerPoint
Good.
that week. And then I did a picture of a PowerPoint because that's when we start to talk about PowerPoint is week 12. So.
Oh, okay. I really love what you did with the text here broken up. It looks like it's coming out of the
Yeah, I just added multiple texts and then I rotated them so that it looks like the lady is talking about them.
That is awesome.
And then I stretched out that image so that it was the background, and then I added the text.
Okay.
And that's the end, I think.
Oh, awesome. Very
that
good.
That shouldn't be the end. I had one more.
No, it looks like 16 is blank.
Oh, I had something on 16.
Okay,
it was
hold
pretty
on.
smart, too.
Okay, hold on, because there was two. I thought I got the one that was. Lots of clapping. Hold on. Oh, there we go.
Okay, there. I added the like confetti and then the two balloons.
Okay, so yes. So what would I do different? The main thing that I would say is to try to include some fun animations because you've got some great images and some great text choices, and it would have been a lot of fun to see, confetti falling or something, something really fun. Have the balloons float in. There's some things you could do that would have been really easy that would have added a lot.
I said I completely forgot to add any animations of any kind.
Okay. Yep, the text from the megaphone could have come out of the megaphone.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, very nice job. Okay. All right, let's see. Mason, let me get. Hi, Mason, are you there?
I am here.
Wonderful. Do you want Word or PowerPoint first?
I would love to go with Word.
All right. Here we go. Tell us about your Word file.
So the main idea was it would be kind of at a booth, let's say at the homeschool book fair or at a presentation at the homeschool book fair.
Okay.
If you keep on going down, it starts to show how that computer jobs are increasing and how it is extremely beneficial to a person. And if you keep on going down, there is
I love that.
Self-test.
Love that.
And it says down here, if you're not happy with your results, you probably need to take a class. And it kind of just, most people go over the fact, they're like, I know how to work a computer, I'm fine. but then they see all this. I don't know what smart art is, or what a computer virus is, or how to personalize my taskbar, or anything like that. And then they're like, oh, maybe I should take this class. And then I put in some, or what would be in some of a class that you would teach. And then I also have some humor on the back. My email address is bogus, and so is the website.
Right. Awesome, though. I love that you remember to include the contact information, and the assessment. Really great way to get people's attention and say, hey, maybe I don't know as much as I thought I did. That's a really great marketing tool.
Thank you.
Awesome. Nice colors. Very eye-catching. Okay, where am I? Okay, pull that away. All right, now let's take a look here. Shekels, I know.
So my PowerPoint is kind of designed, you would access it off of a website, or you would be given a USB stick to take home. It's not designed to teach in a class. There's too much information on it. It's kind of a self-paced read as you go. If I were to do this in an actual presentation or class, there would just be too much information, and they would be reading the slides as opposed to listening to the speaker.
Great. But that's an important distinction, right? You have to understand, how is this going to be used? Who is my audience? Because that really does change how much information you have on a slide. There's no point putting information, bullet points on a slide, if nobody's going to be there to explain what they mean.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And this revolution kind of right here starts at, you got my little self evaluation and you realize you need more computer skills. You take my class, you use your skills during school, you go get a computer job, and then you retire. Nice. And then you can continue using your skills as side jobs for people or whatnot, and do whatever you want to.
Absolutely. Okay.
And then if you click, there's a picture that comes in.
Nice.
So then again, we kind of have what computer viruses are, the types that there are, and then how to protect your computer against them, and to keep your computer running smooth in the bottom down there.
Okay, and tips. And they have to take the class to learn more about how to do those things, right?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So then we then we kind of have our computer online etiquette type deal. We kind of have the three main points in the middle right here, and then we have 1 point, second point in the middle, and then third point off to the corner. And the third has some bullet points. The other two are more paragraphs to be read, obviously, because there's no bullet points.
Love the contrast of the images that you selected for this page. I think that evokes a really powerful kind of message, just if you look at the pictures. Awesome.
Go ahead and there you go.
Nice.
So then we kind of have what PowerPoint is, what Word is, and then how our D class, it's not my class, obviously, it's your class, but how your class would teach to use these different skills, and how it would be beneficial to you down the road.
So I would love for any of you to go out and teach this class. That's the best thing ever, is to teach someone something and then they pass along that information. Okay. Nice, with the contact information. Very good. Awesome. I like the color scheme too. Good job. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
I think we have time to do one more. And then we're going to take a break. Lydia, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Can you get on webcam? Oh, you're muted again. I see you, but you're muted again. Okay, I unmuted you. Can you
hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Do you want to start with Word or PowerPoint?
I think Word is good.
Pull this over. Okay, tell us about your Word document.
Okay, so basically, I just wrote down why I take a computer class and the reasons why it would be good for you. Like, you would learn about the ribbon image editing, but I did not put information on there how to contact. So.
Yeah. It's so funny the way that we just go through, we think about things, and this is great information. You did include your information in my information, so that's good. Okay, PowerPoint, Word Art, Smart Art. I like your colors. Nice table design.
I think that's really it.
Okay. Let me close that and all right.
So for this, I started with like the boring definition. It's super long, and I meant to do that on purpose. And so when I read one, I'm like, what exactly is it? So it's supposed to intrigue people, like, oh, that sounds really boring. But then I go into details like what it actually really is.
Nice. I like that transition.
I might have. I try not to put too much words on there, but I might have. So
I think that's good.
Basically, I just I went through the weeks and talked about like how technology changed over the course of history, and then I gave like the example of like the modern phone. Yeah, that's kind of
okay. So I really like I like the way that you brought your words up onto the screen. It's a nice pace, and then there's plenty of time for people to read through it. So you didn't force them to like wait for the next thing?
No, I didn't have it on a timer because I know it's going to put a lot of words on there.
Good. Browsers. Awesome. You've got a border around your image using some of the image editing tools. Nice. Ooh, that's a very powerful image. So I like the theme. I like your font choices. Love it. So again, nice images. I like the way that you kind of angled them. It really makes it makes it more interesting to look at whenever you're going through a presentation.
Thank you.
Great.
Yeah, that one didn't have a picture. I think this is the ending one.
I love it because it really gives people a personal kind of perspective on how your opinion has changed over the course of learning about all of the different things. Really great. Good. Thank you. Yay.
Thank you.
Loved it. Okay. Yes. And through the slides too. Okay. So we are going to take a break and we're going to come back in about 5 minutes and then we can continue with the remaining. What do we have? 1, 2, 3. Looks like 3 and just a couple of other things. So, all right, we're going to break. See you back here 5 to 7 minutes. We'll go ahead and take 7 since it's 9:43. We'll come back at 9:50. Okay. All right, we are just about ready to get started again. I want to make sure, can you see my desktop? Can you see the presentation? Okay, good. There's usually like a box around it and I'm not seeing the box. So I just wanted to make sure. All right, so we have, I guess, 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4 more. All right, 4 more presentations. Let's scroll. See, I had this okay, hold on. Lydia, all right. Noah, let me get these. Hi, Noah, can you hear me?
Okay,
Noah,
yeah.
are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, let me see if I can get my camera unmuted. Hold up.
There you are.
Okay, so the way that I'm doing this, my mic is it has to be plugged into right here, so I have to lean over.
Okay.
Talk. So
Sure.
I may be like out of the camera for a lot of this.
Okay, that's fine.
So the word to start with is fine.
We can hear you just fine, so you're good. All right, here we go.
So I don't know what happened to the setup, but originally it was like supposed to be a brochure, but this is it right here?
Was there, let me.
That's what on mine it was like 3 pages. But it may have messed up, or maybe I handed you like the wrong one. But on mine, honestly, it was one of those kind of experiences that like scared me so much that I blocked it out of my memory because I was afraid it would look bad. So this actually may be what I handed in, and I just
Okay.
this must be it then. So yeah, this is just explaining like the general. See, like even
There's
kind of messed up.
There are, it does look like, I was trying to see if there was a different layout that maybe I needed to change, but I don't see. Okay, well, that's a little better. I changed the layout and that helped. Now we actually, it's spread out and we have another page. So it does look more like a possibility of a brochure. So that's good.
Yeah. So sorry about that. But I had like an email on there and all that kind of stuff. But my computer's trash, so it was probably messed up.
That's good though. I can see what you're going from this view. I can definitely see what you were going for.
I used the same points that I did on my slides. I figured that would I guess it would go together. You'd be handed you'd get the brochure and then you'd get I guess like a USB stick or something that contains the file, so they'd kind of go together.
Perfect. Okay. See, and I like knowing the. Hang on, let me pull this over.
Okay, so this image is actually from a template. There's supposed to be a whole template for this image, but for whatever reason, I can't download templates for like slide. So I had to snip this photo, and it doesn't match the rest of the thing, but I just really like it. So that's
awesome.
all there is. I need to put it in there.
I like the image a lot.
And then I think the because it was a snip, the white box that has your name and computer literacy had like lorem ipsum on it, so I had to put like a block over that.
Okay.
And there's a lot of text in this, like a lot. So that's why I didn't put it like automatic.
Sure.
Don't sue me. I did copy your. I figured your words are probably the best, and this is the official thing for it. So if you're going to be advertising, you might as well put all of the information there. I think there's like one more on this one. And then so I meant to put like a little in the top right, like a slide and it says, "Don't sue me, please." But do that. Forgot.
A little flashing like.
Yeah, like a little flashing, like, "Don't sue me, please."
That would be good. Okay.
And then so this just gets you into the 5 topics that the slides are about.
Difference in file types. Okay. Internet
Don't know why
safety.
the background there is black. I thought it was blue, but you know.
Well, there's blue on the right side.
Yeah. And then so I put icons in this. It was originally just going to be like one icon and like a blank slide, but then God bless the ideas tab for popping up saying, "Hey, you can do this," and it looks really good. So I was like, I'll do that.
I love that design tab. I have gotten some really, really good suggestions from there. Well, okay, but Hattie, there's different purposes, right? Depending on how you're going to use it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure that was a mistake. It's just you need to leave lots of time for people to read it. Yeah.
There's some slow readers out there.
I do like those icons. Animation.
When I found the icon, like I always knew that the icon tab existed, but for some reason I only thought that it was like squares and like shapes. So when I realized that it's actually like stuff like this, I went crazy at first and then had to wind up deleting like 50 icons because the whole slide was like just icons and ideas. I couldn't put anything else on it. So
I love icons. I think they are such a great way to present information.
The different file types. This is
nice. So you are remembering, there's you want to try and keep it to like 3 to 5 bullet points.
Mm-hmm. I kind of have this thing where like any kind of slide or like flyer, I like for any class, I always do tend to put like a lot of information, and so that usually doesn't leave a lot of room for like images. So I think there may be like one image in this, but
well, that's okay. Icons are images.
That's true.
They absolutely are, and I agree. I really like the background and the template. I think visually it's really clean, and it really helps you focus on what you should be looking at. I like your font choice as well.
Thank you. I think that's Arial. I could be wrong.
I tend to default to Arial as well.
It's really clean and it matches the whole clean look of the lines and stuff on the slides.
And it's just so easy to read.
Yeah.
Even when you have a lot of text, it's easy to read. It doesn't get all scrunched up.
I also like to note the irony that I put an image is worth 1,000 words, and there's only icons.
Yes. Oh, fantastic.
And
I really like this page.
I couldn't make this background black, so it's gray, and it doesn't match any of the rest of it. But
so that one thing that you could do is just add.
Well, I thought about adding the block, but then I wouldn't have been able to add it like between the lines. I for some reason I couldn't get it to go that small, like between the lines. So it looked like just black, and then there was like gray lines, and it looked weird to me.
Oh.
And I'm kind of a perfectionist, so if it doesn't look perfect to me, I freak out.
I totally get that.
Right.
I do really like the design of this page, though.
It also there should be like one of these computers should have had like the WordPad or like the PowerPoint emblem in them, but again, I guess that freaked out.
Oh, very nice. Love it. Thank you. I really like the design. This was very, very well thought out. Super clean. Loved it. Okay. Let me see if I can get. All right. Thank you, Noah. All right, Maddie. Pull it over. Hi, Maddie. Are you there? Bye, Hattie. Merry Christmas. Maddie, can you hear me? Got her unmuted. Okay, maybe we can't hear you. Give her a minute to try again. No, she was unmuted. I can unmute her again. Now it's not unmuting. Oh. Are you there, Maddie? I'm not seeing any movement in the microphone. You're unmuted now. There's no line across your microphone. Is there maybe an actual physical mute on your microphone or your headset, or that maybe you've got muted? Yeah, you are unmuted. So depending, are you using like earbuds, or is it a headset? Just a computer audio? Let me see. Okay, so you might. Yeah, if that's the only thing that you're using, it should be able to recognize it. Do you want to try and reboot? Sorry, and come back in? We can try that. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, try rebooting, come back in. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next person while you're doing that, and then we'll come back to you and we'll try again, okay? Okay, perfect. All right. So while Maddie is doing that, I'm actually just going to swap here. All right, so Kelly. Can you hear me, Kelly? I've got you unmuted.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you try and turn your webcam on?
I had my headphones on. I didn't work. I tell you, every time.
Well, we can hear you now.
Okay, woohoo.
Do you want to do webcam?
Yeah, I'm sure. We'll see how the sun is. I had to plug my computer into like the Ethernet cord or whatever because my internet was so bad.
Oh, okay.
And then like the sun's like shining on with the chair.
Okay.
You can see me, or if it looks terrible. If it looks terrible, you can just turn it off. But you can try.
That's fine. Sometimes you're just kind of a silhouette whenever you have a lot of light behind you. let me know when you're.
Okay. Can you guys see me? Because I can't see myself.
We don't. I don't see you. It doesn't look like your webcam is enabled.
Okay. I can start video.
Yes.
Oh, wow! Can you guys see me now?
Now I see that it's enabled. Now we can see you.
Oh, yay! Hello. Okay. See, the sun's like here. We'll just ignore this part of my body and just look this way. Okay. So for my presentation, I was kind of doing it where you would like online, you would see it, so I would not be there presenting it.
Okay.
On like my presentations and on Word, I did a lot of paragraphs to kind of more explain rather than giving like tips or ideas of the class. So I gave like straight examples. So the first paragraph is basically me saying what the class is about, and then I did the class into thirds. So the first third I talked about. So the second paragraph shows this is what we learned the first third, the second third. So
I love it.
And but I tried to do like, I didn't give straight out sentences. It was kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. But hopefully you guys can see it well enough. I know it's a lot of words, but.
Well, I can make it a little bit bigger. I love that you referred people to the
PowerPoint.
To the PowerPoint, yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow, it's very big.
There we go. Now you should be able to.
Yeah. So you should be able to see that is it like 15 weeks, 12 weeks in the class? Something like that. So I did like, so you can see.
Links. Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how to put a link in. I was trying to figure that out, but I was like, online, I was thinking of it as online, and it would have the Word and the PowerPoint link on it. So, because that's how I was thinking about the whole time, is like online, you're going to pay for this class, you're going to do this class. Here's 2 attachments about it. So,
love that.
Below, I gave examples. Like my example was for week 8, we talked about whatever, and then I talked about how to save a document. So I tried to give more exact examples, and then, so there's no pictures on this. Well, my PowerPoint has more like pictures and animations examples.
Well, so the other thing to consider and to think about, right, is, Word can be a way that you create a script for maybe something that you're recording. So if you think about maybe presenting this live, then you could think, oh, well, maybe this is something that somebody's reading, out loud to someone, or you hand it out for them to read later. So I love that everyone is bringing their own kind of spin to the ways that these tools can be used. I think that's one of the most fun parts of these showcases, is just seeing all of the things that other people thought of.
Yeah. So that's basically all for my Word. So I just gave different examples from class.
Okay.
What we did. And then if you want to go to my PowerPoint.
Okay, I'm reading. Hold on one second. I just want to give me 1 second. Great. So some good examples in there as well.
Thank you.
Okay, let's come over here. Oh, very pretty. Okay.
Yes, you can just go through. Well, I think most of it's on click, as you should be able to see. But I gave examples of how to do specific things, and mostly in PowerPoint. So I did like how to choose a new slide, and then I tried to give like step-by-step instructions.
Okay. So first of all, I love that particular, I don't think I've ever seen that particular transition. And I really love that like laying a new page down.
Yeah.
So this would have been a good opportunity to include some images. Oh, I like that one too. Camera click.
Yes. Yeah, I must not added, did I not add? We'll see. I thought I added some pictures. We'll see. I don't exactly.
Make sure that they're, okay, so you had 2 different presentations as well.
I did.
Let me try, I mean, you handed in 2 different, so maybe,
Okay. It didn't like my PowerPoint one somehow. It was like, you need to make sure this is small enough. I'm like, what? Okay. So maybe that's why it just came across twice. I don't know.
it could be.
They look the same, so I don't know.
Okay. I just want to make sure that I have whichever one is, okay. The push transition, so you gave the
Example, yeah.
Good.
Then this should be on click. And then you should click again. And there's the
things that you can insert. There's a table. Love it.
Yes.
Wait, I went too fast. Okay. Animations.
I think one of these is my favorite one. It must not be this one yet. There's one that I really, really liked. I found something new. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is so cool.
Oh.
This is the one I was talking about.
Oh, okay. I love the little skater.
Yes, there's the little penguin on the ice.
3D model. See? It's amazing to me the things that you can do with these tools.
Yes.
I could spend all day, every day playing with these and still not learn everything about them.
Yeah, I was looking through and I'm like, oh, this is cool. And then I was trying to find him like somewhere for him to like skate on. So I was looking up like, pictures of snow or ice, and I'm like, this just looks terrible. Like, or it was like a mountain. I'm like, okay,
right.
He's not gonna be skating on the side of a mountain. So I think that was under the 3D models, and I somehow found it. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then I was talking about the flowers.
Yep.
I wanted to include that there could be like the penguin who moves, but there's also 3D models that don't move.
Oh, I love it. Okay. I just want this little penguin on the ice to be my desktop background so I can just watch him skate all day long.
Yes, it's so fun.
Okay, very nice. I love it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Let me go ahead. Don't save there. All right, Maddie, let's try again. Try and talk.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yay!
Yay!
Okay.
You want to try and come on webcam?
Sure. Yes. It's saying that I can't go on webcam.
Interesting, because that's what it's showing for me too. But it's not blocked.
No.
It
has like a camera with a.
I know. Okay, unmute. Stop. I mean, it's actually like your webcam is on. It's just not displaying for some reason. Bummer. Okay. Well, go ahead and tell us about your Word doc.
Okay. So for this, I just wanted to give like a general overview of what we would learn in class, and kind of tell like what computers are and why they're important. And I changed like the colors for the slide or the page, and then I changed the font colors and the font. And then if you scroll down, I have some information. I forgot to put like email or like a phone number or website, but
So I really love the theme and the color choice. And I also like how the image continues that theme. Like the wood sort of looks like the colors, the font colors that you used. And The gray of his shirt sort of looks like the blue gray of the background. I love how that all kind of fits together. And I don't know if that was intentional or accidental, but it really looks good from a design standpoint.
Thank you.
Okay. Now let's switch over. Come on. All right.
Okay.
Nice reflection.
Thank you. Yeah. So I wanted to have like a lot of information without having too much text. I don't know if I did that, but
Yes.
thank you. Yeah, and then you can go to the next slide.
Really loves your background. That background was fun, and you found some of the icons too.
Okay. So I told about like why computers are important and like why you need to know how to use them.
Awesome.
Bullets. Okay. And then you can click again and it should do something else.
Yay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and then just different applications of like what you'll learn, so how you'll use what you learn, and yeah.
Yes, and I like the tilted words. Those always, the different perspective.
Yeah.
I always find those so fun to look at. Very nice job.
Thank you.
Okay. And last but not least, let me come back over here to Stephanie's. Unmute. Are you there, Stephanie? There you are. And we see you.
All right. So for my word, I was kind of thinking about what someone else said, how it was at like a book fair or something, like a homeschool convention. And I wanted to do a sign-up sheet. So I thought it'd be cool to just give some basic like things that we learned about. I didn't want to go into depth or anything, just give basic what it is. And then I used a table for the little spots for people to put their information on. And actually, when I turned this in, I had worked on my document a little bit, and then I forgot to save what I did before I turned it in. So I did make a little change that said, like, for more information, sign here, and, like, we will contact you kind of a thing.
Perfect, yeah.
But so I didn't get that in.
That's okay. The design of this is just fantastic. I love the colors. I love the color choices that you made and the border around the image. I love the bullet points and the size of the font. It's a really nice, clean design, and you've got a call to action. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Call to action is a fancy like marketing term that you want people to be able to take action, to do something about whatever the information is that they're seeing it. Buy now or sign up here, or those sorts of things. So really, really fantastic. Okay, so let me jump over to play it from here. Nice. That is very happy. So I love this background, and I love that you centered the information on the screen with the little mouse down here at the bottom.
Yeah, so I figured, like, if we're at the convention or whatever, that this could be, like, playing somewhere on a screen for people to read. So for this, I just thought that I would go in more depth with the information that I put on my Word document, just to kind of explain this stuff more.
Okay.
Just some of the basic things that we learned throughout the year.
Nice emphasis on the title there. And this is a very computer looking font. So that's nice too. Good image, and you've got the blur and the like circle border around that. I want to go, I like that you did the image editing. Okay, and the file types. So even though you had different kind of backgrounds or different image backgrounds, there's still a really nice cohesive theme there. It doesn't feel like there's drastic changes from one page to the next. Same kind of color scheme throughout. Nice.
And I think that's it.
Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was so good. Thank you, Stephanie. Okay. So we are almost to the end here. So I actually, it looks like we're going to get out just a few minutes early, but I want to show you all. I'm going to bring this over. So one of the sites that we've looked at a couple of times for some PowerPoint things, actually every year does PowerPoint Christmas cards. And the link is in the class page for these, but you can go and you can look through and you can download them and then you can edit them. So I wanted to show you, I did a very, very basic editing. It's a corporate site, so it's kind of a traditional, there's not going to be a lot of things related to nativity, and so but I wanted to show you what I did in terms of changes to give you an idea of some of the things that you can do, and maybe you can go and take a look. I'm going to go through the slideshow and hopefully you'll be able to hear it as well, because there's some music in the background. Sorry, let's try again. Okay, so I would encourage you, and now I've lost the chat. Let me see if I can get the chat back. Where are all of my, okay, let me click on chat again. Thought I had just muted it. There it is. Okay, so all of those, there's like an Advent one that you can click on the different ones. There's like some that have, there's just tons of really fun ones. And you can come in, you can add your own images. And I actually I thought I had added a couple more images that I'm now not seeing. But anyway, so all that I did was I came through and I added some nativity type images so that it was more representative of what's important to me about Christmas. But you can go take a look whenever you look through the ones and see if you can find them, and then you can edit them. You can reverse engineer it and see how did they make this. When you're actually clicking and you're looking at the different pieces, you can see what did they do to actually make it look like it was snowing, or to make it look like the candle was glowing. And it's kind of fun to be able to do those. So questions? I don't think so. There will be no assignments during Christmas break for this class. Enjoy your break. Whenever we come back, we're going to start talking. Oh, that's a great point. Actually, there are two things that I want to make sure that I actually want to touch on really quick. So one thing that I've noticed in some of the PowerPoints that I've been looking at are people, yep, I can show you, our people will go to edit a slide or resize a slide, and they pull it from the side and they drag it or they scrunch it, and it skews and it scrunches things together, it stretches things out. But there's two things that you can do. You can grab it from the corner, and that will help it keep the aspect ratio. The other thing that you can do is you can hold down the shift key whenever you go to resize it. Not the shift key. I guess the corner one is the only one that's working on this one. But if you resize it from the corner, then that will prevent it from skewing. So adding music can be done a couple of different ways. So this particular one is probably a recurring loop. Looks like a narration, media controls. I'm going to put some links in the class. I'll send it to you so you don't have to sit here and watch me like hunt for the things. Because there's timings and things that you can record, but what I'm trying to, there's a panel that you should be able to see over on the right side, and for whatever reason, I'm having trouble displaying the panel. Okay. But I will put a link out there, or I'll do a short recording to give you guys the information about exactly how to do that. The beginning of next year, oh, see, that would have been so great. So, okay, so one thing that you can definitely do when you're on the home and you click to insert something, there's a media tab here, and you can add audio, right? So you can add audio. If there's a song or if there's something that you want to do, you can add it to the individual slide. So you can definitely insert media that way on a slide. And then you have to figure out the settings. And usually if you add at the beginning and tell it to go all the way through the presentation, that's probably what they did. I was trying to see if I could actually find a quick. Okay, so if I insert that here, then I could make it transparent. But I want to see, so there's settings. Okay, here we go. So there's play in the background. That's the one that we would do. Set the audio clip to continuously play across your slides in the background. And then you can tell it to start automatically, play across the slides. So once you add it, that's when you have the options to be able to edit it. Yay, I found it with 1 minute to spare. Okay, so we can see if that works. You have to actually add it though. You have to actually add it, and then you get the options to play across the slides. As you click through the slides. But I didn't get my options until I had the music added. Okay, so when we come back after break, we're going to start talking about digital media, photography, video, and we're going to be getting into some other image editors, not just in PowerPoint, but actual image editing, video editors. So we're going to spend the first 3 weeks talking about that, and then we're going to move into Excel and then do some other web kinds of things. So very exciting things coming up in the spring. And I hope that you all have an amazing Christmas and New Year's. Enjoy your break, enjoy your time off, and I will see you all after the new year. Bye.